You don't need to score 20 points. Get out of there 16-6. 16-15. I don't care. Get a win.
Boy, I got to tell you, I think fans, if you were to give them that option, hey, you score 16 points, but it's a win, people would be like, well, that hurts us in the draft, and it makes me feel no better about our coach who's an offensive coach.
It's a win.
But at that point, is that forwarding the football? Is that helping you out? If you want to see him win, you want to see him score 30, because you'd be like, oh, maybe we have a breakthrough.
So style points matter in a 1-5 football team?
It's not that it's style points. It's you need to see evidence that your offensive coach is having a breakthrough at all, which he hasn't had. And if he can't, then it still looks like, yeah, you just beat a bad football team, and now you actually hurt us in the draft, and you feel no better about your head coach.
Well, that's from earlier in the show. By the way, thanks to Mary Kay for having a sense of humor about things.
Yeah, she's great.
Because the Super Bowl window 2 thing. Now movie titles are getting brought up. Starting to sound like Halloween
I'm surprised
2.
Someone in that studio has not made a ChatGPT movie poster yet.
Ooh.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. You just lost me for the rest of the show.
Ah, jeez. Why did you give him the idea?
You know what?
I said I was surprised.
We'll let the fans. Let you know what? I'm going to stay away from it. I think the fans can do a better job with their prompts into Grok. Man, what's the other one now where you got
Sora, yeah.
Bill Gates playing football?
Of course.
What?
Oh, yeah.
I just see one where there's a bunch of historical figures on Monday Night Raw.
I saw that as
In
well.
all of them, yeah.
Like, all of them are up there. I'm like, what is going on here? Okay, so I'm going to start this argument. You're going to be right. You're going to be right. I think the Browns... Do I dare say I think the Browns are going to win on Sunday?
We have a prediction brewing.
Do I dare say I think the Browns are going to win on Sunday?
Say.
Vegas agrees.
All right, I'm not going to say it. Not saying it yet. If the Browns win on Sunday, I don't think that they can win looking good.
Huh.
I think it's going to be an
Really?
ugly game. Yeah. You think they're going to look good if they win?
Even with, you've seen the Dolphins' scores this year. They're all in the 20s.
Yeah. Well, so the Dolphins are going to score a lot of points, you're saying, against our defense?
If it could, honestly, the league is designed.
I'm glad I didn't just predict a win, because now it
Yeah.
sounds like you're going to say we're going to get outgunned because we can't score over 18 points a game. Now the total's down to 18.
Obviously,
Aw.
I do believe in our defense, but it's just tough to hold up, and they were pretty disparaged last week. And I don't know, there's more tape on them too. So, Pittsburgh was able to run the ball against us, and it was not a great day for the rookies. So
They threw to a 300-pound tight end.
who seemed to just
Multiple times.
Yeah. So I don't know. Not that every team has that personnel, but it's just tough to hold everybody to under 20 points too.
Okay. Well, it seems to be pretty easy to hold us to under 20 points some way, somehow. So we get in our own way as well. So I'm obviously not going to predict a victory. So if they do win, you end up being right. I will be happy that they just won, and I get to breathe the sweet breath of victory for 1 week again. And you're going to end up being right. I guarantee you the first call of the box. If they win, because I said just win 16-6, right? Is that what I said?
Yeah.
They scored 8 points in their huge loss on opening day against the Indianapolis Colts. But say they won 17-16, all right? Say they actually held... It's not hard. It's a good defense, so it shouldn't be that crazy. But say they hold the Dolphins to 16 points and they win the game 17-16. I'm sure the first call out of the box is going to be to fire Kevin Stefanski, and they're not going to be thrilled. You're going to end up being right. You're going to end up being right. I
don't want you to base it on that, though.
No, this is where the argument goes to hell, because style points shouldn't count, but style points count to the fans. Guys, we've been taking calls all week about firing the coach. I started the show today where I was not mad at Ross Tucker. I disagreed with Ross Tucker. I think he's going to see a clip on the internet and probably not like me. But either way, I disagreed with what Ross Tucker said yesterday on Afternoon Drive. And I'm thinking, man, all we got to do is win. But at the same time, that's an impossible thing to do. And I said, I don't have faith that they're going to be able to do it anymore. So you've taken 4 days of fire the coach calls. These people are all going to call in next week. They're going to change their opinion on one game. They're not going to say that Kevin's saved after one game. So I can't. I'm going to tell you that I think you're wrong and the rest of you guys are wrong, and I end up losing the argument. How you like that? I ain't going to win that argument. Style points matter to fans. They do. They beat the Buffalo Bills years ago with Freddie Kitchens. Josh Allen threw the ball like hell. The offense for them was all over the place, scattershot. The Browns ended up beating the Bills. First call of the box, fire Freddie Kitchens. Style points matter to you guys. They shouldn't in so many ways, but they do because you guys are thinking big picture. And I could use the old Nick Saban argument if I want to, but I'm not because it goes against what I want to say or what I think and how I feel.
I don't know, in a weird way, I almost, you're saying style points, but I almost think fans would just feel better if the offense looked good, win or lose. If the offense put up...
So if we lost 40-39...
Yeah, I think fans would feel way better. They might not feel great about Stefanski, but they'll feel better about Dylan Gabriel. They'll feel better about Jerry Jeudy, Quinshon Judkins, Harold Fannin, everybody. I think they would feel much better about them. We already know, like, if perfectly engaged, like, the defense is fine. The defense has a terrible week this week. It's not cut everybody, get rid of everybody. But offensively, until the offense looks good, this is going to feel hopeless because you can't, in this day and age in the NFL, not have an offense.
So you have a top-ranked defense, and if that defense gives up over 30 points and you lose a game, like say you score, let's say you lose 35-34, you're telling me you have a top-ranked defense in the NFL and you give up 35 points to a 1-5 football team, people are going to feel good about this, feel better, even in a loss, they'll feel better?
I think
stoned.
I think there is an acknowledgement that the league is set up for offenses to play well. Like I didn't even see people killing their defense last week, other than they wanted Myles Garrett to perform.
Because they were so mad at the defense, or they're so mad at the offense.
But that's what I'm saying.
By the way, they were getting gashed there for a minute.
They were, but if the offense played well, I do think you can start. It only takes a game for people to get optimistic again, and if the offense played well and Dylan Gabriel actually showed he can play at a higher level than what we've seen the first two games, you don't think that would excite people?
No, I would come in here and go, whose ass do I have to kiss to get a complete football team around here?
Well, you don't have that.
Because
I don't know why you thought we had a complete football team at any point.
So obviously I'm not going to be happy. You just made my argument for me. I'm not going to be happy because the moment my offense plays good, my defense all of a sudden gives up 35 points. No, that's not how that works. They want to win. So there's no, hey, listen, I think style points matter. So if you go out there and you win 16-15, yeah, I think you're going to be right. Style points matter to the fans. The fans are still going to be, like, they're happy that they won, but they are not going to be satisfied. There's going to be no satisfaction. They're going to be angry.
I didn't say satisfied. But I think, guys, the season's over. There's going to be no satisfaction in anything that happens overwhelmingly the rest of the year. But you do look for little things with personnel. You look for things with your young players. And if Dylan Gabriel throws for 300 yards this week,
so we're in moral victory land.
I don't even know if that's a moral victory. It's, hey, we're not playing the best teams in the league, and finally we had a normal offensive performance, and maybe even better than average. I think fans would be like, hey, maybe it just took some time. Maybe now, all right, combine that with the schedule. Maybe Stefanski can make some adjustments. Yes, I think that would matter to fans.
If you just score, if you just score a 1-6 or 1-5 football team, if you just score
14 points again, it's going to be like, get rid of these, get rid of everybody.
You just lost to a 1-5 football team. That's what you did. Like, if they were playing the Chiefs and lost 35-34. I know that, but if you were playing the Chiefs and lost 35-34, I could see that. It's the Dolphins. They're terrible this year. They're fighting each other. Tua had to apologize for his opinions after the game just yesterday. You give up 35 points to that team and you lose? Oh, our offense played good. I mean, good God, that's some sad sack stuff right there, Tone.
Yeah, welcome to Browns football after the Deshaun Watson trade.
216-474. Hey, I'm the one who told you about Browns prison, and I understand we're fighting right now for ramen noodles, but here we are. Soups, as I'm told they're called. 216-474-0092. Is it just enough for the offense to play well? Is that where we're at right now? If I'm mad that they lose on Sunday, on Monday morning, will you tell me to shut up if the offense plays well?
I didn't know.
Back to the Browns.
Yes, let's get
That's what's rotting.
Yeah.
Is it enough for you? Is it enough for you on Sunday? This is where we're at now, guys. Is it enough for you on Sunday that the offense looks good? This was
my bar that I came up with to say, and admittedly, you guys have me pegged exactly right, wrong terminology after the segment we just had. You guys have me 100%. I am looking for some entertainment out of my Browns games.
Well, and to you, entertainment is offense. I love when they had, so that stand they had against Cincinnati in the beginning of the year, their defensive stand where
it was amazing.
They didn't give up any first down. They had them pinned back against the end zone. Should have been a safety. It wasn't. They would have won the game had they got that safety. But, like, I love a good defensive stand in which you get a, 3rd and 7, and then you get a guy dropping back, and Miles gets after it, and maybe Aiden Huntington comes up the middle, or Alex McGuire, and you see that a couple times where they put those together and get the ball back to the offense. It sucks when the offense only gets into the end zone once and then kicks 3 field goals. That's not fun.
So you're right, Owen.
Isaiah McGuire, just not trying to be a
Sorry.
jerk. I know.
Yeah,
you mixed up Alex Wright and Isaiah McGuire.
You
Still
are
good.
right.
Still good.
There is nothing.
One of them get in there.
There is. It is awesome to see like a goal line stand, crowd fired up. That is entertainment. I don't want to shortchange that. Maybe it's just I'm used to the Browns playing good defense and making a bunch of stops. That what would be even cooler to me is, holy cow, Dylan Gabriel drops back, goes 65 yards to Jerry Jeudy, who just cradles the ball to his fingertips to his hands. He holds on to it, and he scores a touchdown. That's entertaining to me, more so than anything else, because I haven't seen it.
I just want to win the game.
Yeah,
I just want to win the effing game.
I get that.
Why are we lowering our standard?
I get that. Probably because the wins don't matter to me as much because the season seems over record-wise.
I mean, you guys sit there and you guys talk about, we got to get the draft picks. We got to start losing. Why do you want to lose? Why do you want to lose? You guys all are going to bitch about the quarterbacks anyway and say they all suck anyway. Tell me I'm wrong about that. I'm right about that. So why do you guys want to lose? You just want to be entertained? That's ridiculous. Go out and win the game. They're not entertaining, so you might as well win the game.
And I wish they would have won more games since this game. But that Denver game last year, right? That was they scored a ton of points. Jameis threw 2 pick sixes and another pick to end the game.
They lost.
But they lost the game, but they scored a ton of points.
Well, and how did we feel about Jerry Jeudy?
Had 260-something yards.
We might have been wrong. Hold on, Kenny. How did you feel about Jerry Jeudy after that game? People are saying number 1. He's a number 1. There he is. Boom. Number 1 wide receiver.
Great. He's on number 1 on a 3-win football team?
I think the hope is that if you have enough,
he's got to catch the ball enough for me to care about him.
Yeah, if you
doesn't do that.
If you have enough guys flashing all in unison, then there's some hope. Then there's something to build on. If the defense is just great again this week and Dylan Gabriel stinks and they can't do anything and they can only score 16 points,
did they win?
Then you're not going to feel good about a win. You're not. You're not going to feel.
Because I don't think that Dylan Gabriel is going to be the future of the quarterback position for us anyway. So I might as well win the football game.
Wouldn't you if he went on a tear? Wouldn't you if he had 4 games where the offense puts up points?
Maybe, but I think you can wish in one hand and you know what in the other. I'm trying to be realistic. I'm trying to win a football game because I'm going to tell you about realism here. See, this is where you're living in a fantasy land. You accused me of it earlier and you might have been right. Let me tell you about the fantasy land you're living in. One, you want the offense to look good. I don't know how that's going to happen even against the Dolphins' terrible defense. So I just want to win the game because it doesn't matter. Because I'm telling you right now, you better settle up for it because the second the season ends, we're either going to be talking about looking for a new head coach and a new general manager or we're going to be bitching about quarterbacks for 4 months and talking about this quarterback and why we don't like that guy. And there's not going to be a consensus on anybody. And you are going to hear every single tired-ass old argument from everybody for 4 months. So it doesn't matter. So I might as well win some football games. I might as well try to compete because it doesn't matter. Because we'll watch Jackson Dart, and as long as he doesn't end up in a body cast by the end of the season, we'll use him as an example. I'll use him as an example. Going, hey, quarterbacks now are coming in all shapes, sizes, colors, whatever. So I don't believe that Dylan Gabriel is going to get this offense to where it needs to go, to where I feel he's a franchise quarterback. I don't know about Shador. I hope, but that's probably not realistic, right? Right. So might as well win some football games. So I don't care if it's just a punt fest and they win 3-0. I want to win the effing game. Just win the game. Just win the game. And I can come in here and I can shout people down. I don't want to shout anybody down. I'm sorry. We can come in here and I can just say we won. And that's nice. It's a nice feeling, and we'll all be nice with each other. And I can smoke a cigar, not in anger, but in peace and love, out in the front yard or out in the driveway, not in hostility, not in spite of a Browns loss. And maybe, I don't know about at New England, but maybe in a few weeks after that against the Jets, we can get another win. Because your team is supposed to still be better than that garbage. Chuck in Independence, yellow.
Hey, how we doing?
Hi, Chuck.
Real quick, I just got a question for you guys. When we call in, are we supposed to be calling where we're from or where we actually at?
I don't. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You could lie. He doesn't know.
I'll be everywhere. So
Chuck is an omnipotent individual. We'll continue.
So I definitely got two things if I can get it off
Omnipresent.
to ask you guys, okay? It's very important. So one thing about the Browns, do you notice how they're beautifully able to tank and have us all fooled? I mean, this happened last year, guys, so let's see what happens again. Number two, Barry needs to get a little credit for this move I think he's trying to pull when he traded Newsom to the Jags. Newsom's always been a liability, and he'll lose you a game. And I think that's what he was trying to pull when he did this. And my last thing
That is 4D chess, Chuck. That is laser eyes. Bring him back out. That's
It looked
like,
like
I did. Hey, I saw him got burned too, so I'm not yelling at you right now. He got burned. I saw it. Yeah, go ahead.
I would rather tank because, you know, we want a surefire stud instead of a possible bust. And when we up at the top, all they're going to do is trade back a couple picks, stack some for next year. That's a good move. And it looks like Jerry Jeudy is ready to be traded, guys. What do you think?
I don't think. Who's going to trade for him? Chuck, who's going to trade for him? Did Chuck leave? Chuck's gone.
I'm here.
Oh, Chuck, who's going to trade for him?
Oh, it's the team that recognizes what's going on with him. They need, you need a Judy on your team. You know, he a good number two. You need to get him off the Browns. He wants to go. We'll see this week. He's going to drop more balls on purpose.
Who's going to trade for a guy who gets easily pissed? Who's going to and has a large contract?
And speaking of easily pissed, it looked like Gabriel was easily pissed when he tried to rip off Patrick Trink.
Well, that was something. That was something. At least he has some dog in him. I'll take that. But Chuck, thank you very much for the call. His dead cap hit for this season was $36 million, $28 million for next year. There's a potential out. Maybe after next year, we'll see. 216-474-0092. Okay. Well, this is where we're at. Do you just want the offense to look good?